Okay, and we are live. Hey, man, what a pleasure and a privilege it is. This is my little dog, Tilly. You may hear her bark. Just to prove to you this is live, I just wanted to bring her on and show everybody. This is my little friend, and she goes everywhere with me and does everything, and she's my best friend, and I just love her to death. She's got it going on, but I just want to show everybody, if you hear a little something barking, she's my watchdog. But it's a pleasure. You can go lay down now, Till. And she wants me to pick her up again, but that's not going to happen. But it's a pleasure to come to everybody. Man, what an awesome opportunity this is to get together like this. This is the first time I've ever done this. For 2.5 years, no one knew who I was. No one saw me. I was just like the voice, of this Snap Wizard. And it's kind of funny. I was at a seminar in Dallas, and a fella kept coming up to me. He said, I know who you are. I know who you are. And I went and got security and I said, I don't know who this guy is, but he keeps saying, I know who you are. And I was going to lunch, and as I was going down the escalator, he was standing down there, and he goes, I know who you are now. And I said, well, who are you? He said, you're the guy that does the App Wizard video, trainings. He said, I recognized your voice when you spoke. So, but I'm going to start doing a lot of these. We're going to start doing a lot of training. I apologize. I'm out of hairspray and didn't get a haircut, Kenny, but tell Sally I'll take care of that next time. I need a wizard hat, somebody said. I can see y'all's questions, by the way. I got a big 40-inch TV in front of me with everything on it. But we're going to get started. First off, I want to welcome everybody to this special training. I'm going to do two or three of these a month. You will get a replay. There will be a replay. It won't look like this, I can promise you. Because I'm gonna do some wizard magic to it, but I'm gonna be bringing these trainings to you just like this every single month. And we are packed out, so I'm gonna tell you, do not leave. Okay, if you fall out, you will probably not get back in. But what I want to talk to you about tonight is this: simply growing the revenue of your business. I'm not here to sell you anything. I'm not here to do. This is strictly training, and this is what it's going to be. It's not going to be a webinar where at the end of it I'm going to say, okay, give me $6,000 and I'm going to make you rich. It's not going to happen. These trainings are to train and to teach not only those of you who come to my webinars on Wednesday night, but to teach people all around the world how to increase their income for their business. For that's what we're all in business for. Is there anybody that's on the training right now that does not want to increase the revenue for their business? Anybody? Go ahead and say yes, because if you say yes, I'm going to tell you you're at the wrong spot, because that's not what we're here for. We're here tonight to teach you how to increase your revenue. Now, I'm going to tell you, before we get started, and this is my disclaimer, I can't do one single thing for you that can increase your revenue. I could talk all night long and not increase your revenue. The only person that can make that happen is you. I can't sit here and tell you that you can make the same money that I made today, because you may not work the way I work. You may not have worked till 3:30 this morning, got back up at 5:30 and went back to work. But I can tell you that if you will take these tips on board tonight, if you will take this information that I'm going to bring you tonight, you can increase your revenue. Matter of fact, I want to give you a free tip, and I wasn't going to mention this, but I'm going to tell you right off the bat, and you can take this one tip, sign off right now, and I can promise you, if you do this, you will increase your revenue by 10% this year. Now think about that. If you make $100,000 this year, and you increase it by 10%, you're going to make $110,000. I don't know about you, but that's a nice little chunk of change. It could take you to the Bahamas, or do like I do and go to Florida quite often and enjoy the sandy beaches, just by doing this one simple thing. And I know what everybody's going to say. Everybody's going to say, well, I can't do that. I'll lose customers. I can't do that, man. Golly, what are you talking about? But I'm going to tell you right now, you can do it and never blink an eye, and I can promise you it will increase your business, will increase your revenue 10%, and you don't have to add one single customer. If you have a $100 product, and let's talk value for a moment. If you have a $100 product and its value is upwards to $200 to your clients, do you not think that raising that just 10%, just $10, would make a difference? It's not going to your client. Why? Because the value is already way up here. The value is already off the charts. Okay? The value is already great. So adding $10 more to that product is very simple. Just do it. Many of you are in the service industry. We all know I'm in the app business. That's what I do. I build mobile apps for a living. I build what's called a digital business card. I sell hundreds of them, and all I need to do is raise that by $10, service charge, a hosting fee, or whatever you want to call it, and I can bring in 10% more of my income on a $100 product. On a $200 product, you're going to have to raise it $20. But 10% is 10%. And I can promise you that every single person on this call, if you've got a product you sell or a service you have, you can increase your income right now. You can leave this little seminar and you can add 10% to your bottom line. Would everybody like to do 10% more this year? Me personally, I want to do 100% more because I need to make sure I can get back and forth to Florida. But is anybody here not wanting to add 10%? Well, of course you do. And everybody's saying, absolutely. Carrie, are you crazy? Of course I do. So let's get into what you can do to increase your business, to increase your revenue upwards to 50%. I can tell you now, it's changed my business by 70%. It's very important when you deal with your clients. And I'm talking to all, I don't know what the word is. It's probably not genre because genre has to do with music. But I'll just use that word genre of entrepreneurial minds here that have many different products, okay? It's not just the app industry that's here. There are many here who have many different products. And let me start with this first, okay? What if you sell a diet pill or some type of diet program, okay? And you sell this program or you sell something that makes you feel better. Maybe your back hurts and you can put this little thing on your back and it makes it feel wonderful. Now, if you come up to me and you say, Carrie, how you feeling? And I say, man, I'm feeling great and I'm moving all around and I'm enjoying the day and everything, it's probably not going to do any good to say, Carrie, I've got a product for you that would help your back. Okay. Okay. Sounds good. If I ever need it, I'll call you. But what if I knew and I'd heard that Carrie's back had been hurting? And I walk up to Carrie and I say, hey, Carrie, I understand your back has been hurting. Is it still feeling bad? Absolutely. Now Carrie has a need. And I have what he wants to fix his need. You see, we don't find out what needs are. I don't know if Tom Miles is on tonight. Good friend for many years. Tom can tell you exactly what I say when I walk into a business. The first thing I walk in to do, and I say is this. Simply, how's business? And I can tell you every business owner or manager in that store will tell you it's either really good or it's not. Now, for us, for me as a sales rep, for me as a marketing consultant, I hope they say bad. I want them to say, man, the business is terrible, Carrie, because that's music to my ears because Carrie's fixing to turn it on. And so when I walk in that store and I'm looking around and just like any other customer, and they come over and I say, how's business? That has been really bad. He just told me what his need was. Does everybody understand that? You have to understand your customer's needs. If you just walk in to sell him something, and trust me, there's an old saying here in Texas, and I don't know if it's the same saying everywhere else, but a blind squirrel trips over a nut every now and then. So if you see enough people enough times, you're going to sell your product. But wouldn't it be nice to increase that by 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, up to 100%, maybe 200% for the year? You can do that if you know what their need is. Everyone has a need. Every business has a need. I can promise you, all 100 of you on this call right now have a need. Every single one of you have a need. And I can tell you this, if I know what your need is, I can sure give you what you want to fix it. So John tells me, he says, you know what, Carrie? He said, that business is kind of bad. So Carrie's marketing brain turns on. He says, Roop! Okay, and he's ready to go. And Carrie says, John, let me ask you a question. Why do you think business is bad? Well, I'm not really sure. Business is bad all around this area, man. It's kind of depressed. And I say, John, I'll tell you what. My name is Kerry Miller, and I'm a marketing consultant, and I help companies just like yours. Now, John, I'm not here to sell you anything. I'm here to do you a favor. I'm going to give you some free consulting advice. My fee is $250 an hour, but I'd really like to know what's going on in this area. Could we sit down just a moment since you're not busy and talk for a minute? And could I just share some things with you? Some things that I think will help your business? What do you think John's going to say? He's fixing to get free consulting from a guy who just told him it cost him $250 an hour to sit down with him, and I want to help him fix his problem. I'm going to give him what he wants so that he doesn't need customers anymore. So I'm going to sit down with John, and then the first thing I'm going to ask John is, John, what is the problem, do you think? Well, you know, Kerry, I used to have a lot of customers, but they just don't come back. Well, Kerry's brain going to zip up again, and he's going to say, well, John, let me ask you a question. What do you think it is? What kind of marketing do you do to reach out to your current client base? Because we all know that the current client base is the hardest to get, and that's the one you want to keep. New customers will come. Your clients that you have that are spending money every day, that's throwing it at that cash register, they are going to absolutely need to be brought back. And I'm going to say, John, I'll tell you what. Let me show you real quick. You see this little device right here? Have you ever thought about marketing with your phone? Well, no, I haven't. I don't know what you're talking about. And I can go into my spiel, and I can show him how I sell apps, and I can show him how I can put him on a full marketing platform, and I can show him exactly what he needs to do through texting and through Facebook and through email and through Twitter, and I can show him how to put together a full marketing plan wrapped around what Kerry sells. Now, I had a good friend today, and I'm going to use this example, and I'm not sure if he came on today, but he was messaging me on Facebook earlier. And he does granite countertops, beautiful granite countertops. And I'm going to use him as an example. If he walked into a house, and he walked in and Mr. and Miss Smith were standing there, and he brought in a blue sheet that had blue granite on it, and the house is all done in beautiful browns and whites, okay? And he walks in and they say, what do you think we need here? And of course he's going to say, well, you know, we can come in here and we put all these nice countertops in and all this, and here's my color sheet. And Miss Smith says, you know, guys, you know, without question, Miss Smith's going to control this situation. I don't care if Mr. Smith wants pink tile, Miss Smith's going to get what she wants because it's her kitchen. So Mr. Smith says, honey, what do you think? And Miss Smith says, you know what? I don't want no blue tile. Now, what happened in that situation? He did not know what they needed. He didn't have a clue what their needs were at all. He was trying to push something on them that they did not need. Now, they wanted countertops. They wanted granite countertops from the best countertop guy in the country to lay the nicest granite that you can purchase. But he walked out and he lost that sale. Why? Because he didn't know their need. Now, let's change that scenario. He walks in and he introduces himself, and I'm going to tell you something, and don't let me leave this out. I don't care what you give or who you give it to or what you got. It's all about relationships. Everything is about relationships. If you do not have a relationship with someone, they're not going to buy from you anyway. If they don't like you, they're not going to buy. And I'll go back to the blind squirrel again. You're going to stumble across a nut or two, but they're not going to buy. But if he walked in and he said, hey, Miss Smith, what is it that you need for your kitchen? Miss Smith's going to slobber all over the floor and she's going to pass out, and boy, she is going to be ready to talk. You know what I need? I need some beautiful brown granite laid from one side to the other. And if you can do that, I'll give you my business. You know what, Miss Smith? I know exactly what you want, because now I know what your need is. Carrie's overweight. I can promise you. That's why I wore this jacket, okay? You can already see it. Carrie's overweight. But Carrie's not on a diet. So I don't need somebody knocking on my door saying, hey, Carrie, you need diet pills. But what if Carrie was on a diet? And everybody knew Carrie was on a diet, and you had this new product that you truly believed in. And you came and knocked on my door, and the first thing you'd say, Carrie, man, you're looking good. Are you still on that diet? Yeah, but you know what? It's not going too well. I mean, I'm only losing about a half a pound a week, and I'd really like to lose about 3 pounds a week, but I'm doing everything I can. Well, you know what, Carrie? I've got just exactly what you want. See, they came to the right person at the right time with the right product. I needed it. They had it. They knew I wanted it. So guess what Carrie's going to do? If that person is good and they can explain to me how that's going to help me, how that's going to do what I need in my life, how it's going to fulfill that need, and I want what they have, I'm going to write that check. Now, this is what's happening. I can promise you this is what's happening. Every one of you, I don't care if you sell blue jeans, I don't care if you sell pills, I don't care if you sell soap, I don't care if you sell mobile apps, I don't care what you sell. This is what happens. You walk into a business and you say, hey, how you doing? My name is Carrie Miller, and I sell mobile apps, and man, it's the hottest thing on the market, and you need it. No, I don't. I don't need a stinking thing. Dude, why don't you hit the bricks and you walk out like this? Your head's all down and you're defeated and everything's gone terrible. And boy, you call your wife on the phone, say, honey, I'm having the worst day of my life. Honey, I can't sell nothing. Nobody wants what I have. I should have never got in this business. But every single person in the world needs a mobile app, and you know it. I just don't know what to do. You know why? Because you told that fellow what he wanted instead of fulfilling what he needed. And it happens every time. Over and over and over and over again. So what if you did this tomorrow? Whatever you're selling, you walked in and said, how's it going? It's going great, man. How is business? Man, it's terrible. My business is terrible. You know what? What do you think that is? You see, you already know what he needs. What does he need? He needs customers. And I'm in the mobile app business, and I sell digital business cards that allows me to drive customers back into a business. I don't care what you're selling. And I'm not going to sell you a mobile business card tonight, but I don't care what you're selling. If you're on here tonight and you're selling, if you're a network marketer, or you sell blue jeans, or you sell gas at a gas pump, or you own a smoke shop, you need a digital business card. Because it allows you to reach out to your customers. So I'm going to talk to this fellow. I'm not going to sell him a digital business card. I'm going to show him how to market to his customers with this tool right here. Doesn't matter what it is. If I'm selling a diet product, I'm not going to go up to somebody that weighs 90 pounds soaking wet and say, hey, well, I got the hottest thing in the world. You want some of this? You know, I'm going to walk up to Carrie Miller and say, hey, how's it going? Man, I'm doing great. You know, looks like you're losing weight. No, hell, I'm not trying to lose weight. Why would I want to lose weight? I like to eat uptown too much. You're not going to sell me no diet product. But I tell you what, if I get up out of my chair and my back's hurting, you say, hey, how's it going, kid? Boy, I pulled my back this weekend. I don't know what it is. You know what, Carrie? I got something you want. And I tell you, it's going to take care of that pain. You see, it doesn't matter what it is if you know what the need is. And listen to what I'm telling you. If you know what the need is, you can fulfill that need and give them exactly what they want. Does everybody understand the process I'm talking about? I can see everybody's questions and answers and everything running up and down the screen. Does everybody understand exactly what I'm talking about? Fulfilling someone's need with the product you have. I don't care if you mow yards. You fulfill someone's needs. And everybody's saying yes. Yes, 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 yes. Absolutely. And I'm telling you, if you will take the time, you see, we're so busy wanting to sell. Quit selling. That's your problem. Quit selling. Go out and help people. You're in the helping people business. You're not in the sales business. You're in the helping people business. You're out there to help fulfill people's needs. And you've got exactly what they want, and I don't care what it is you're selling. Does everybody believe that their product is the best product in the world? And if you don't say yes, if there's one no, I'm going to ask you to get off the call right now. Do you believe it? Do you believe that the product you have is absolutely the best product in the world? Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course. Some of you sitting there probably asking yourself that question. Hell, is this the best product I've ever had? You know, if you're not answering, because I tell you right now, all of you ain't answering that question. I mean, do you believe that? Because if you don't believe in your product, nobody else is going to believe in it. And I don't care how big the need is. I don't care how big the need is. If you don't believe in it, you're not going to do anything. Okay? You're not going to do anything. You got to fulfill the need, and then you can give them exactly what they want. No matter what it is. Now, I'm going to tell you a simple trick that has increased my business by 70% just in the last 4 months. We go in and find out what someone's need is, and we fulfill it. We give them exactly what they want. Okay? Somebody just put on the screen. Thank you. Somebody just put on the screen. I said, I believed it closed a $2,000 deal today. Awesome. Because you know what? He fulfilled a need and he had what they wanted and they wrote him a check for $2,000. But we go in and we fulfill people's needs and we give them exactly what they want. We shake their hand and we're so excited when we walk out. We're just ecstatic. Now we call that wife. We say, guess what, honey? I'm the best salesman in the stinking world. You would not believe what I just did. I just sold a $2,000 product. I'm coming to the house. We're going to go get a new car. We're going to buy a new boat. Woo! I'm excited. And we walk out of that customer who's as happy as he can be. You gave him exactly what he needed. Okay? You fulfilled his need with exactly what he wanted. His business is going to blossom. You're going to continue to follow up. I hope you heard what I just said. You're going to continue to follow up and work with that customer. Okay? But you forgot the most important thing in sales that you could have ever forgotten. Can anybody tell me what it is? Can anybody put on the screen right now, and I can see it. I'm blind as a bat with my glasses off, but I can see it. Can anybody tell me what I didn't do when I walked out and I was so excited? That's right. That's right. No, I asked for the order, and heck, he wrote me a $2,000 check. No, I thanked him and hugged him and kissed him. Sent flyers to his wife and invited him out to lunch next day. One person got it right, and it's still scrolling. Ask for a referral. Ask for a referral. I'm going to tell you something. When someone is happy, and you just gave them everything they wanted, and you gave them exactly what they need to grow their business, do you not think that they're going to reciprocate and give back? Absolutely, they are. Without question. You know what, John? Man, I'm so excited I was able to do this for your business. And I tell you what I want to do, John. I tell you, I know you're going to lose weight. And I know I'm on the weight thing because I'm trying to lose weight. But, I just want you to know, John, that, man, you're going to look good. Your wife's going to love you even more. And I'm going to be proud of you. Do you know anybody else that's on a diet? Do you know anybody else that's having the same problem you are that you talk to? Because I'm going to tell you, dieters talk to each other. Get on Facebook. There's dieter groups everywhere. Dieters talk to each other. Oh, my back's killing me. John, who else do you know that's got a backache? You know what? I need some new blue jeans. John, who else do you know that needs blue jeans? John, who else needs that car that you just bought? Who else needs one just like that? Because I'll sure give them a call. John, who else do you know that needs a mobile business card? John, because I want to tell you, I can do the same thing for their business that I did for yours. And they'll love you for life for helping them out. You got 2 or 3 people, John, that you could give me to help me with my business? Because you know, John, I like to eat too. And just let it go. And John's going to sit there and he's going to think about it. Now, I'm going to tell you something. This is number 1 rule of sales. Number 1 rule of sales is this. The first person that speaks loses. Do not break his train of thought. Do not stop him from speaking. Do not interrupt because you're still in the sales mode. And you're trying to close one more deal. Do not stop and say anything. Because it's going to take John a few seconds to even process what you said. And about 8 to 10 seconds later, this is going to start moving. You know what, Carrie? Jim down the street, man, I know he needs some more business, and we have coffee every morning. And Sam up on the other east side, he needs this. And Judy, man, she just opened up a new beauty shop, and she could use this. I'm telling you, referrals will change your business forever. Fulfilling people's needs will increase your business forever. Everybody's good. People are going to say no. It's just the way it is. I talk to people all the time whose business is absolutely falling in the toilet and they can't see the forest for the trees. And I think I'm going to move on. And I know one day I'm going to drive by and their business is going to be shut down. There's nothing I can do about that. But I can tell you, because I fulfill needs and give people what they want, I close deals. Because I ask for referrals, my business is absolutely flourishing. Okay? Here's let me just give a little bit closer and say, when door knocking in real estate, I never ask if they want to sell their house. I said I ask if they know anyone in the neighborhood is thinking of selling. What a beautiful point. What a beautiful point that is. We are in the need-fulfilling business. You're not a salesman, okay? If you think you are, get out of it. It's good to see you back, Will. I'm glad you got back, buddy. Okay? You're in the helping business. No matter what it is you have, you're in business to help others. And because of that, you build a great reputation. How many of you take your clients out to lunch every now and then? I mean, the guy just wrote you a $2,000 check. Shouldn't you take him out to lunch and thank him? What about what about the client who's I'm trying to think of a nice word, who is hard to get along with, okay? You know, who is really hard to get along with. Well, have you ever thought about taking him out to lunch? Say, you know what, John, I know you don't want what I got, but I sure would like to get to know you. I sure with my mom, you know, I had my hands in my pocket, she'd cut my hands off. You know, John, I'd really like to get to know you. Could I take you out to lunch next week? You're going to spend $10 to get to know this guy, and you're going to find out what his needs truly are. You're going to show him exactly what he wants to fix that need, and you're going to close a deal. Now, I don't know about you, but I'll trade a $20 dinner for $120 any day. Does anybody agree with that? Absolutely. Absolutely. We got some clouds in the class. I just want y'all to know that. Absolutely. You know? And I know some of you on here do that. But what I'm here tonight to do is to spark your brain. Okay? What did I do? I go, zzz. Okay? I'm here to tune your brain up and get you back on track to doing what you do best. All of you here are here for a reason. Because you're extremely, extremely, extremely talented in what you do. You're passionate about what you do, or you wouldn't have took a Thursday night to come see some guy standing up in front of a green screen, okay, moving around like a little chicken with his head cut off, and that's just me, and I'm sweating that way too. But you're passionate about what you do, and you're passionate for a reason, okay? Let me tell you something. I'm passionate about this right here. This tool right here, I'm extremely passionate about. You know why? Because that makes all my bill payments. So I don't let it out of my sight. I don't let it out of my hand. I love this little tool. And I'm going to tell you, you need to love yours too. You need to make sure that you show everybody, okay, your digital business card. Does everybody have one of these? Does everybody have that little tool right there? Everybody that's on here? If you don't, you need to call me. Because I'm going to tell you right now, that's the greatest tool in the world, the digital business card. And you need to have it. You can share everything you need with that person. They may not sign up today, but you've got to stay in contact with them. I don't care, again, what you're selling. You have to stay in contact. Do you not think a year from now, when old Susie Q starts putting on a few pounds and next summertime is coming, okay, and next summertime comes and she's put on a few pounds and she's wanting to go to the beach with her husband and she didn't look as good as she did last year, what do you think she's going to be crying for? And you don't even have to approach her now. All you got to do is send out a little email blast or send out a little text blast to every one of your friends that said, hey, I might be interested in that someday. And you send out that little text blast and you say, hey, everybody, we're having a special on that diet program that I shared with you a year ago that you weren't interested in. Your phone will start ringing off the hook because everybody gains weight. Hey, you know what? I know I didn't get your lawn business last year, but we're running a special this March as the grass is growing. 30% off for new yards. I just reached out to every customer that I've ever talked to. Okay? Hey, we've got a jean special going on this week. 35% off of our Levi Strauss jeans. Come on in. Get ready for the kids to go to school. All 1,000 customers that you've been hoping to come back comes walking in the door. Not only are they going to buy that one pair of jeans that may be a loss leader, but they're going to buy 2, 3, 4, 5. They're going to buy a belt to go with it. They're going to buy some new socks because they all want to look good because they save 35%. They're going to take that 35% and they're going to spend it in your business. Trust me. So you need to do 2 things in your life, and it needs to start tonight. You need to quit selling and start helping. You need to start fulfilling people's needs. You need to start helping them with their needs. You need to be the consultant that you are. You need to find out what their needs are and then show them what they want. I'm going to tell you, when someone tells me what their need is, I can sell them a pencil and tell them how that will help them. Trust me. As soon as you know what a need is, you can sell them anything because you can make that want fit that need. You can make your product fit that need. Does everybody agree with that? Does everybody on this call right now, everybody that's on this call agree with that? That you can fulfill that need? Absolutely. And now the yeses are rolling. Now the yeses are rolling up. Absolutely. And you need you a mobile business card. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. So you can reach out to your customers. Customer acquisition is the highest cost of anything you do in business. So keep who you have. I want to take a couple of questions real quick. I don't even know what time it is. Let me take a look. It's about 8:40, so we're just a little bit ahead of schedule. And I can see the screen, so if you want to ask a couple of questions, please go ahead, because I'm here. It's open season. Whatever you want to talk about, ask me. If I don't have the answer, I got your email. I'll send it to you. But let me ask you this question. Does everybody like the format that we have tonight? Does everybody like the training the way we're doing it tonight? Thank you. Thank you very much. I can hear the applause. Thank you. Jeez, man. That's awesome. Thanks everybody. Kitty said we need the beach scene. Shed the coat. I'm fixing to shed the coat, dude, because I'm burning up. But I'm telling you guys, you know. yeah, I did. I did it. You're right, Andy. But must have found some hairspray. No, I didn't find any hairspray, but I got her to stick down. Any questions at all on what we talked about? How to ask someone what they need. I'm going to tell you how you ask someone what they need. Yeah, Calix. Yeah, I got a double credit to Calix. This is how you ask somebody what they need. Hey, Carrie, what is it that you need for your business? You know? What is it you need for the business? I mean, it's pretty simple. What is it you need for your business? I can tell you. They will tell you. You know, I have what can fix that need. And John, since I did everything for you, how about throwing me a couple of bones and telling me 3 people that you know that can use exactly what I gave you? How is business? How is business? It's the best. If they tell you that, is that what you're asking? If they tell you your business is great? I'm asking you a question back there. Oh, the best way to ask. Yeah. How's business? Yeah, that's what I ask. I'm telling you, I don't care where I walk in. Restaurant, grocery store, I don't care where I go in. How's business? Then you punch them in the mouth. You guys are too much. How's business? You know, how is business? I can tell you, this is how business is. Two simple words, no script required. And now I'm going to speak of that. I'm going to tell you how to close the deal. And I'm going to close with this. This is how you close the deal. You've gone through your entire spiel, and you've got your little contract. You're sitting there. I don't care if you're sitting there, standing on your head. You're both standing on your head. You're outside at your car. I don't care where you're at. This is simply what you do. John, you've heard everything I said today. Do you have any questions at all for me? You know what that means? Shut your mouth. Do not say another word, period. Zip it. Do not do nothing else. Okay? Shut your mouth, big mouth. Close it. And if he doesn't say anything, if he doesn't have any questions, you take your little contract or your sign-up sheet or whatever you have, you slide it across the table, you hand him your pen, and say, John, press hard, 3 copies. And it's over. That's right, assume the sale. Always assume that you've got the deal. You've never lost a deal, even if you walk out and you didn't get the sale. Trust me. Okay? You've never lost a deal. Never. John, if you just sign right here, press hard, 3 copies. Guys, I want to Thank you so much for coming out tonight. Man, what a great group. Thanks everybody for the wonderful comments. That's why I do this. I do it for free because I like the comments. It makes me feel good. But I want to thank everybody. I really appreciate you coming out tonight. Everybody here, every single person here, if you don't already have, is going to get access to mobilemarketingmagician.com. Every single person here. So if you're not a member already, you're going to get a free membership. Those of you that are members, I've got 2 new series coming out. Okay? 2 new series coming out for those who are already members. All right? Those who are already members, I've got a complete series coming out. The Digital Business Card Series, How to Sell, Create, and Move and Make Your Business with Digital Business Cards. That's going to go for $199 when I get finished with that training program. I will give that to every single person on this call. I'm also finishing up the Complete Sales Rep Series. That's also going to sell for $199. I'm going to give that to every single person on tonight's call. This is our inaugural call. And I'm working, you can see I'm in the new studio. I'm working daily, about 40 hours a day. Okay? And I'm going to make sure that everybody here receives those gifts. I told everybody that you'd be getting gifts tonight, and you're going to get plenty of gifts. I want to thank everybody for coming out. What a pleasure it's been. I've had a blast, man. I mean, I could do this every single day, about 10 hours a day probably. But I want to thank you. Come again. Thank you so much, Ryan. God bless you, brother. God bless each and every one of you. Hey, go out tomorrow. Go out tomorrow and make a sale. Okay? Don't let nothing stop you. And never close a day without closing a deal. Good night. God bless. And I will see each and every one of you somewhere, either in my Facebook group or another Facebook group or wherever you're at. Hey, I got CarrieMillerTV.com coming online. It's very soon. CarrieMillerTV.com is coming online very soon. Started working on some video work today. So I'll make sure everybody knows when that comes out also. All of you are on my mailing list. I'll let you know when things are happening. Gosh, let me show you real quick. Pull out your phone, if you would. Let me close with this real quick. Pick up your phone and type in this phone number. Let me find it. Type in this phone number, 727-478-1343. And in lowercase, type Carrie, K-E-R-R-Y, and hit send. 727-478-1343. In lowercase letters, Carrie, K-E-R-R-Y, and hit send. You'll be on my texting list, and I'll make sure that you know our next event. I'm going to be doing a couple of 3 of these a month, maybe more. And I can tell you now, the next one is, are you tired of your job being just over broke? And I'm working on that seminar now. Good night, God bless, and I will see you at the next webinar. Good night, everybody.